So I'm back with another video. This will be a repost video because the audio in the last video, why I stopped creating content, the testimony audio was horrible. I apologize about that. So I wanted to re-record it and let's get into it. So why I stopped creating content was I was going through a few things. But for the testimony part, I had gotten a new job, a great job, one of the best jobs financially to take care of my family that I've ever had. So I got that new job, and then all of a sudden, maybe 2 weeks later, just eating food with my family, bit down on something, cracked my tooth and found out that once the tooth was cracked, went to the dentist, found out I had an infection and had to get oral surgery, had all this stuff going on, and I had to miss work, and I was in a frantic mindset. I was just so worried because I had just started to work 2 weeks ago, just started to work, and I was worried, but they gave me the time off, even though I was a new employee. I had some benefits that I was open to from day one. So I was able to get that sick time for my oral surgery. So God came through in that moment, and I was just so worried. And that's what led me to talk about the two videos that I have about God's comfort and Him comforting His people, because He really comforted me in that situation because I was so worried. But the story goes on. So after that, went back to work. Everything is going good. A couple of weeks, then I get COVID. So I got COVID, had to miss like 7 days of work, had to go, to the doctor, get tested, all of these things. And, not to get too political with all of it, but I was just so worried again that I had just started, wanted to know what was happening, didn't want to lose my job. And then, like I said, don't want to get too political because I was unvaccinated. I started worrying about, man, what are they going to think? Are they going to try to make me take the vaccine? Am I going to have to leave? All of these thoughts were going on. And even when I was feeling bad, like my body was hurting, just had a lot going on. I had fever, real high fever, stuff like that. I was just talking to God as best as I could. Wasn't really praying that much. Wasn't really reading my Bible. Just laying in the bed trying to get better. My family was in the other part um, of our apartment and stuff like that. So I was just kind of quarantining here. But even though I wasn't praying like I was supposed to, even though I wasn't reading my Bible, when I did get enough strength, I would just ask God to help me. And He gave me this peace. And He told me that everything would be okay. And I got a phone call from my boss, the hiring boss, and he said, listen, he said, this is just something that happens. People get COVID. So they worked it out to where they paid me the whole 7 days. If I needed more time off, they would pay me for that. But went back to work. No ill talk, no ill feelings, not even about the vaccine or anything, no questions or anything, just went straight back to work once after quarantine and all my symptoms left and everything was over. Um, and man, that was just such a peace that God gave me because I was worried. Even when I went back to work, I was like, man, what are they going to think? What's going on? How much I'm going to have to test? Or how many times will I have to get retested? But when all my symptoms went away, retested all that stuff, everything was good. Went back to work and everything was great. God just worked it out. So got back to work now, you know, flourishing, things are going good. But on the flip side of that, my mindset is from God is that even when things are going good, we have to pray. We have to pray the most when things are going good. And some people might not believe that, but I do. Because when things are going good, the enemy will try to come in and do something else. I put those thoughts of doubt in your mind. So I hope this testimony helps you, maybe blesses you. If you're having some thoughts of doubt, maybe you've in the same situation, just started a new job that was really good for you, you and your family, and something happens and you're worried about, man, wait, this has happened. So hope this video blesses y'all, man. This is my testimony of why I stopped creating content, because all of these things happening over a few months. I did lose some subscribers. I'm praying for them. But man, share this video. Let's continue to build this community. And, I hope it blessed y'all, and I will see y'all next time.